EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tua going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Yoshibas. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Here we go.
2nd and 20. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On one, ready?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Gun. 11 mighty. Gotta go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Burrow on play action. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get him on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
All right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
44.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He stiff arms it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua sets up to pass it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. He will return this from deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this to the 32. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll change things up. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
11 MT. 11. Gotta go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. A-Chain on 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Now Tua's going to change things up.
Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 1, high. 21G. Hey, 21TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Sanders' kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
A draw play for Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And Burrow going to change the play. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
TX. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the